Minecraft Live is being held this weekend, and with it comes along the reveal of the game's next game drop. While we will likely get a release for the spring drop features, it's also safe to assume Mojang will reveal features they've been working on for Minecraft summer drop and maybe even the fall drop. So there's no better time than now to speculate about what could be revealed for Minecraft's next update. In recent years, Minecraft has seemingly had a focus on revamps to the overworld, with the only outlier being the Tricky Trials update. As outside of this, a majority of the last few updates have all been focused around either adding new biomes, overhauling an old biome, or just overall improving the experience of exploring the overworld, as seen with the features in Minecraft's current spring drop. I think there's a very good chance this trend continues into the next game drop, bringing more new improvements to the overworld. What exactly could these improvements be? Well, first off, I think a focus on the cold climate biomes could be something Mojang takes on, as in the spring drop they did add cold biome mob variants, but didn't bring any new ambient sounds or new ambient plants to the biomes like they did with the desert and mesa biome. This could be because Mojang wanted to focus a whole drop solely around the cold biomes. Mojang may also continue expanding the game's ambient sounds with each update, bringing them to the forest, oceans, jungles, etc. If they aren't focusing on the cold biomes, they may flesh out the warm biomes even further, revisiting the old biome vote losers. Mojang has already brought back a biome vote loser in the past, being the mangrove swamp, so there is a chance they finally decide to bring back another one. It would also be very fitting for the summer season, and just like the mangrove swamp, if one of these votes is brought back, it will likely be a biome of its own or a biome variant. These biomes include the desert, the badlands, and the savanna. Continuing the trend of biomes, maybe instead of an old biome vote loser, we'll see a whole new biome brought to the overworld, like the cherry blossom forest or the pale garden. There's a lot of potential as to what biomes they could add. They could bring in an autumn forest, tropical beaches, hot springs, volcanoes, maybe even giant naturally flowing waterfalls. Who says it has to be realistic either? I mean, we did just get the pale garden, so maybe we could get a counterpart to the biome as some form of light mystical forest, or an idea I really like is rarely generating sky islands. Personally, I would love to see more come to the overworld, but I would also preferably see more improvements to already existing biomes and more ambient sounds, but any of these would honestly just be super cool. Taking a step away from the overworld, we may see the addition of a new cave biome, as currently we only have 4, and as much as they are all great, when put into comparison with how many biomes the overworld has, it's quite lacking. Caves could definitely do with 3 or 4 more underground biomes, but with the game drop system, I think it's likely we only get 1 at a time. These underground biomes could include things like molten lava caves, ice caves filled with fossils, crystal caves, or maybe a mushroom cave similar to that of Terraria. Any of these would make for great additions, and each would obviously come along with their own set of features, blocks, and unique functionality to make them worth visiting. While the Caves and Cliffs update definitely did a great job at overhauling caving, I think a few more biomes are definitely needed eventually. Not to mention, I think a new cave biome is the perfect size for a game drop and would definitely get players excited to hop back on the game. With that said, maybe we won't see a new biome at all or any new biome improvements, and Mojang will choose to do something like add a new structure or update a pre-existing structure. It could be time to get upgraded versions of the jungle and desert temple, which haven't been touched in ages. We could also see the ominous potion be applicable to more structures in scenarios like they are with the trial chambers and raids. If they were to add a new larger variant of the desert temple, maybe adding something like a desert pyramid, they could have it function similarly to the trial chamber, spawning in some form of mummy brute when entered with the ominous effect and rewarding players with unique loot. I think it would be perfect if they base this off of the desert temple level found in Minecraft dungeons. Maybe they could also finally add village variants to the jungle and the swamp, or maybe like they did with the trial chambers, they'll introduce a completely new structure. A few other ideas on updates Mojang could implement would be finally adding the minecart experimental snapshots to the game. While I don't think these would make enough content for a full drop, the improvements to minecarts would be a nice inclusion in a drop, as currently they are quite lackluster for the effort that goes into making them. Another random idea could be adding something related to the Minecraft movie, as the movie does release soon. We really can't say what this would be, but there is a chance there are some features in the movie that haven't been seen in the actual game that Mojang may be planning on adding in the future to promote alongside the movie. Now, my favorite personal idea is to bring over some of the features found in Minecraft dungeons, as they have a large catalog of structures, weapons, items, mobs, plants, and so on that have incredible unique functions and would make for really interesting additions in the base game. While I do think it's unlikely we will see something along the likes of a new boss, I would love a drop focusing on the mystical side of Minecraft, bringing in mystical enchantments, soul-based weapons, and unique potion effects that aren't currently in Minecraft but are present in Minecraft dungeons. Dungeons has so many cool weapons weapons that even a drop focused around adding 2 or 3 of these and then enchantments for them would be awesome. Obviously, they would have to be balanced to work with the other weapons in game, but I think you get the idea. Now, one of the other big questions is, will the summer drop be a major version update, finally bringing us into 1.22? It was recently revealed that Mojang does still plan on adding major updates to the game, with a whole team dedicated entirely to major updates. What wasn't confirmed, however, is when and how frequently we will see these major version updates. The last one we received brought the trial chambers last summer, so it has almost been a full year since we switched to a new major version. There is a chance that summer could be the time each year they drop a major version update. However, there's no way to actually know before, and I think with resources being spread out between game drops and major updates, it's more likely that we receive major version updates every 2 to 2.5 years. If we do end up seeing a major update revealed for the summer, it could pretty much be anything. I know people are still begging for an end update, but at this point, I wouldn't get your hopes up. It will definitely come eventually to make the end feel up to par with the rest of the game, but we never really know when. There is a chance they could also finally introduce a deep dark dimension, as the leaks for Minecraft Dungeons 2 shows a new boss in the ancient city. However, Minecraft Dungeons does already contain a large number of bosses not present in vanilla Minecraft. Mojang has also stated multiple times they would like to update the pre-existing dimensions before adding a new one, so they would have to visit the end before visiting a deep dark dimension. If it was to be introduced though, I think it would probably end up being only 1 or 2 biomes with something that has a unique functionality to make it worth visiting, but it wouldn't be as fleshed out as the current Nether, and would likely have to be revisited later on. There's really endless possibilities as to what could be revealed at this year's Minecraft Live, but these features are all ideas I think could fit very well and would serve as an exciting addition to the game. But what do you guys think? What would you like to see revealed at Minecraft Live? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave any ideas you have down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, a like is greatly appreciated, as well as subscribing so you never miss out on another video just like this one. You did it? Great, thanks. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.